Welcome everyone to 15-Minute Mastery, and I'm Mary Andrew, and I'm your, life coach, relationship coach, health coach, nutritionist, all the things. And 15-Minute Mastery is a chance to put the brakes on the middle of your day, depending on where you are, to sort of be reminded of the things that you probably already know but forgot that you know, to be a kind of a signpost about where you are in relation to where you want to be. And it's a place to gain wisdom or just remind yourself of the wisdom that you already have. So last week we talked about another tool that I highly recommend for my clients to use to gain self-awareness and self knowledge and mastery, and that's journaling. I don't know if you got to see the video. So journaling is a great tool for gaining knowledge of self and what is going on inside of you, your inner world. And we've talked about that in previous episodes of there's the inner verse and the outer verse, right? And everybody has a little universe going on inside of them with their thoughts and feelings. So journaling is a great way to gain some insight into what's going on inside of you and to see things that you may not otherwise see and to tell the truth to yourself when we're so often engaged in self-deception when we're not writing. So another tool that I use, and so all of my clients, when they sign up for a 3-month program, they get a journal in their toolkit from me because I want them to use it. And another tool that my clients get from me is a little, and I don't have one because I broke mine, but it's a little glass sand timer. And it's 5 minutes, and it's a tool for meditation. So meditation is the other tool that I'm going to suggest today for self-mastery. A lot of people resist meditation, and the excuse or the reason that I hear most often is that I'm doing it wrong or I'm not good at it. And I think a lot of people have this expectation that with meditation, even novice meditation, is that you should be able to clear your mind. And that's just not the case in meditation. Even people who have been meditating for years and years can't quiet their mind. But it is an opportunity if if you can quiet your mind, great. But it really is more of an opportunity, again, to gain insight into the inner world and to take an observer position of, instead of being your thoughts and believing your thoughts as you and your voice, it's taking an observer point of view of watching your thoughts and getting to know what kind of thoughts your brain is habitually offering you. And if you want to take it even a step further, not just observing your thoughts, but observing how your thoughts make you feel, depending on whether or not you grab onto those thoughts and take them as the truth, or if you let them just pass on by. To be able to watch the thoughts without grabbing them and without taking them in and making them true and following that thought to another thought, to another thought, to another thought, and then causing an emotional situation in your body. So, so really that's the goal, is to just be able to sit with yourself. And I heard it said, and I think it was Naval Ravikant who said that, most of suffering and unhappiness is caused because people can't sit in a room with themselves for 30 minutes. Just sit there and not do anything and not distract themselves and just be with themselves, their thoughts and their feelings. And many people can't do that. And I have noticed just a pattern that people who have histories of addiction really struggle with that. And I suspect for most addicts that the addiction itself is a way of coping with that discomfort of sitting with ourselves in a room. They're trying to get away from that discomfort because they really just cannot tolerate sitting in a room by themselves with their own thoughts. Meditation, that's why I only give the sand timer, because it's just 5 minutes. Anybody can do anything for 5 minutes. And if you can meditate for longer than 5 minutes, bravo. I'm usually a 10-minute or less. Some people meditate for 3 hours, which is amazing to me. And I'm sure someday I'll get there, but not today. And another reason a lot of people meditate, or a lot of people resist meditation, and this is the reason I resisted meditation for a long time, is because our intuition or our inner knowing knows that it's a game changer, and our ego knows that it's an ego buster. And that's quite threatening to the ego, because we think we are our personality. And it's potential, it's a tool to potentially dissolve the ego and the personality. And how do I know that? Well, I was listening to a interview one time of, oh gosh, Kelly Brogan, and she's a therapist, and she moved from being a, prescribing medication for psychotherapy to doing just natural interventions. And she was on the Joe Rogan podcast, and he asked her about meditation, and she said that meditation was something that she was recommending all her clients do, but she wasn't engaging in it. And when she said that, I was like, oh, gulp, that was me. And I was like, oh boy, what's she gonna say? And she said, when I really asked myself why wasn't I doing the thing that I was recommending my clients do, she said because my ego knew it was a game changer and it knew that it was against the wall. And I was like, gulp. That's the reason I hadn't been doing it too. So, but it really is a game changer. And yes, it's scary. Spiritual awakenings are not like it's so anyway, if you are the courageous kind of person that wants to be the hero of their own life, you'll do the part of life and you do the scary thing and meditate. So that's my tip for today.